Christine from The Refined Side. Amanda and I launched The Refined Side almost a year ago today, and as we approached our anniversary, we reflected on where we've been and where we want to go. So, one of the ideas we came up with was a series of videos such as tutorials, interviews, discussions, etc. that we could share with you to show you how we apply the refined side of our lives every day. The Refined Side is all about little luxuries. The motto of the website is La Vie en Luxe, and the idea is to add little luxuries to your everyday life. These luxuries can be small. It might be a cup of tea from fine china, or they might be bigger. They might be designer shoes that you know you really don't need. Amanda and I try and share our little luxuries every day on social media and through our writing, such as when Amanda jetted off to Paris for the weekend, or when I got a cute pink sleeve on my Starbucks latte. These little luxuries are great because there's no limit to who can enjoy them. There's no tax bracket, there's no price limit, there's no fitness test or application process. Any one of us, everyone, can choose to live a life of refinement. You can live on the refined side of life. You can live a life filled with elegance and beauty and grace and poise. It's a choice that you get to make. But what does it mean to live on the refined side? The refined side of life is the elegant, graceful, poised, beautiful woman that we show to the world. I firmly believe that we should show this woman to the world all the time. We should always show off our poised and graceful self, whether we're at the supermarket or we're at the opera. When we're at the supermarket, our refined side means dressing appropriately, dressing cute but casual, just presenting ourselves well. We're kind and patient. We're sweet and we smile and say hello to the strangers, even if it feels strange at first. We don't get frustrated when the aisles are cramped or when the lines are long, and we just show off poise and grace and stand up straight and walk tall. At more refined events such as the opera or a dinner party or an elegant affair, it's a little easier to be refined when you're in a refined setting, but it's still all about presenting yourself well, dressing appropriately in a cocktail dress or an LBD, being kind and gracious when you speak to people, when you greet others, speak knowledgeably, speak well, and present yourself in this elegant, poised, refined way in such an elegant setting. Always remember to bring a hostess gift, but those are things we can discuss later. It's so important to show off your refined self all the time. There's a choice that we make every day. Some people choose to go to the supermarket in sweatpants and running shoes. Some people choose to go to a dinner party in blue jeans, but not us, not those of us who live on the refined side of life. We know better, and we want to live a life filled with luxury, full of elegance and poise and grace and all these other beautiful things that you don't see so often in the world today. It may seem hard at first, especially when you're learning which forks to use, but eventually we'll know how to live every day luxuriously and gracefully and with poise and elegance and refinement. Now, of course, there's another side of us. It would be unrealistic to actually expect us to be refined all of the time. There is our lazy side or our casual side or our wild side, and we have to let that show every once in a while. We're gonna forget to feed the dog. We're gonna oversleep on Sundays. We're gonna have cereal for breakfast, and we're gonna have tequila shots and burritos sometimes. And that is okay. That's another side of us that we just need to enjoy and embrace. The important distinction is that we choose to lead refined lives in public. We choose to represent ourselves as refined women. We choose to inspire others, other girls, other women, even men and boys, to show respect for others, to appreciate life and culture, to enjoy the finer things in life, and to live a life of luxury. There's a cultural crisis in our world today. In short, we don't have any culture. We've abandoned our standards of living, we've let our rules of etiquette and behavior slide, and our treatment of other people has become abhorrent. There is so much hate and judgment in this world today, and with our technological advancements, that hate and judgment spreads like wildfire. We can't stop it unless we make a major change. I was watching the news recently, and there was a particularly upsetting news story on that was just a perfect example of the way the world has changed. It was filled with hate and judgment and it made me sick to my stomach. And I just thought, this is an uphill battle. This is hard. It's going to be hard to change the way people see the world, to change the way we represent ourselves, and to change our entire culture. But every day I see little reminders that people want to change. People want to live refined, elegant, luxurious, glamorous, graceful, poised lives. And we can. We can make that choice every day. I choose to live on the refined side of life whenever I can, every day, when I'm in public, sometimes when I'm in private. And you can make that choice too. Let your refined side stand out and let other people be inspired by it. When I see the changes around me, I know that it's worth the uphill battle. And it's working. A life lived in luxury is so worth it. So I invite you to have a cup of tea from fine china, or buy the designer shoes, or jet off to Paris, because I promise you're gonna love it.